Oh, I forgot. I'm on live. I forgot. I got a pizza. My dress, yeah, I got my little princess dress on. Or my shirt on, rather. It's not a dress. Yeah, I am dressed. Dressed to impress. I'm not be dressed tonight, but I will definitely be dressed right now. How is everybody doing? I'm sorry, I forgot that I went on live. I thought I had put it just to go on live. I guess I put it all the way on. So, anyways, I'm driving over to Fulton. I had to get my hair done. I made $110 over here in Tupelo. Not any better than probably over in Fulton. So we're gonna go over to Fulton because I do have a bonus over there. I also got a pizza. The pizza I got is jalapeno pizza. I don't like the jalapenos, like, to eat them. I just pick them off, but on my chunky belt because you're an asshole. So fuck you. Goodbye. Now you can say whatever you want, but I'm never gonna see it. Nebula? Yep. Yep. What is that? Oh. How's everybody doing? Have you got your goals today? Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely. We're gonna turn on Uber. How is everybody doing this afternoon? Hi, Ras. How are you? I'm gonna have a good day today. I can feel it. I can feel it. We're gonna have a good day because we're gonna see Joshua today. So because we're gonna see Joshua, we're gonna have a good day. Okay? You're doing better. You are. Why is that? Thank you. I am chill. We have a whole community here. We all join each other's lives and we talk and we do whatever. And blah 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 blah. You never let yourself down. Hey, look, if that's the way you look at stuff, then that's how you look at stuff. You will sure have the greatest days ever. I will try. Did you say you're driving Uber? No, I don't do Uber. I do Uber Eats. I'm 30. I'm 30. Sometimes I do. I look 18. No. 18 was 12 years ago. No, I'm 30. 30. I just turned 30 this year. No, last year. You don't have to worry about randos in your car. Yeah, I don't like random people. I did Uber for a very long time. We'll just say that. I did Uber originally. That was the very first thing I did was Uber, and I did a little bit of Uber Eats and a little bit of DoorDash. But I mainly did Uber when I first started doing gig apps, and I did for 9 months. I've definitely never looked back on it. I'm not even signed up for rides. Have no reason to be. And then, you know, I don't have to worry about somebody complaining or saying stupid stuff or throwing up in my car or acting a fool in my car. Where did I get it? I guess from my dad, because it looks like my dad. So I guess you can thank my dad. Yeah, try not to pay. They sit there and they say all these things like, oh, well, it wasn't clean enough, or took me to the wrong place. You know, food doesn't talk back. Food doesn't talk back to me. Hey, David, I've been looking for you all day because I've been so concerned. I've been so concerned about you, David. Because I didn't see you go back live again, so I was confused. I was waiting for your live, and I went over to Mav's live and asked if anybody's heard from you, and nobody had heard from you. And I went over to Hero's live, and nobody had heard from you. I kind of said a little bit of your situation, and I was just really concerned because I know you had to go back to that apartment and or that place, wherever, to get all that stuff back, and I was really concerned, David. How long have I doing Uber Eats? 6 years. 6 years. Started in 2019. Do I do grocery store pickups? Yes, I do Spark. In my area, we don't have a Target just yet, so I don't do any Target orders. I live in Mississippi, so I mainly do shopping or curbside pickups. It got bad and my battery almost died. Gotcha. I was so concerned because I didn't know how it was gonna go. I didn't know if, like, they made a big up-a-doo about you coming back and getting the stuff. You know, people, hold on, putting my charger on over here. People do crazy things, especially if they don't get their way or whatnot. So I'm glad that it worked out. Hopefully it worked out with that situation. But I was very, very concerned, David. Like, it was almost making me sick. You're welcome. You know, I don't know. You hear about all kinds of stuff going on, and I didn't hear. You didn't go live. I didn't even see you in the chats and whatnot. So I was very worried. It's awesome. You're helping so many people. Yeah. I love doing the job that I do, but it's hard. Is she stunning? Yeah. I just have my hair done. That's all it is. I don't normally have my hair like this unless I just got it done. I don't normally have my hair like this. It's usually in a ponytail because it was in a ponytail earlier. See my hair tie? I was super frustrated. $3 for an hour? Holy. I would have called. That's all I will say about it. Hold on. Where's my headcase? There it is. I would have called. I would have been so agitated. I don't know which one it is. I am glad that you are safe. I am glad that you are good. But I was so concerned, David. Some don't have cars to shop themselves for health issues. Yes, I get that a lot. Hold on one second. I'm gonna connect my thing before it gets over to full time. You're too kind. You care so much for your viewers. Yes, I do. I think about them all the time. I have personal conversations with people outside of life. I actually like have actual personal conversations with them. I want to say something. You know those gas. I'm gonna have to stop you there, right, Rais? I have a man, and his name is Josh, and he would be super duper jealous about stuff. I appreciate it, I really do. I appreciate it, but I have to be very vigilant on Joshua. Yeah, after that hour, I'm like, ain't no way I can go live again for a little while. I know. I didn't see you in the chats either. So, and Mav went live. Hero went live. Was Matt Dasher live? I think Matt Dasher was live too. I didn't see you there, and it freaked me out a little bit. Hey Deb, how are you? Because it had been a couple of hours at that point, and I was like, man, maybe Matt Dasher wasn't live yet, or had gone off live. I don't remember. It just, I don't know, it made me feel sick. We'll just say that. Everyone should feel safe and heard. Thank you. Yes, they should. They definitely should feel safe and secure. Yeah, because it could have gone a whole different way. And that's where, and you're in Austin. I don't know exactly where you're at, but Austin, I don't know if it's a very high crime area. I don't know that. I haven't been to Austin since 2017. But, you know, you always hear about, you know, something going wrong with a delivery driver. And it made me really sick to my stomach. Yeah, it's very dangerous. Sometimes you can do something and it could just be something like that, and you know that's the very last time you ever are on this earth. I mean, anything can happen. A car accident, you know, a wreck and whatnot. What's my name? My name's Kaylee. And I mean, no, and you're single. I can't do that. I don't know. There's Joshua right there, so I had to care because he might be watching, and I don't want him to he gets like nervous about stuff. He used to live in Baltimore, so it's crazy there. My kids just flew out of Baltimore. BWI. Whatever. What country am I from? I'm from the Americas. I'm from Mississippi, specifically. You want to see how pretty Mississippi is? Look how beautiful their sky. Look how beautiful Mississippi sky is. Look at the beautiful Mississippi sky. Look. Can't you tell me that that's not beautiful? That's not beautiful right there. Now, I don't know what country you're from, but you can tell them, oh, I saw Mississippi. I saw the beautiful Mississippi sky. But anyways, yep, that is That's a beautiful Mississippi. You grow up south of Annapolis. It's gorgeous. Where are you from? I live in Mississippi. I can't show you the beauty of my country. Well, maybe one day you'll get on live and I'll be able to see the beauty of India. Annapolis. Is that in Annapolis, right? Maryland. Isn't that the capital of Maryland? Thank you, Ice-T. How are you? Thank you. I'm going out with Joshua tonight. I remember a little bit from geography class. Respect. Thank you. I try to be respectful. I try to be respectful. Yep, thank you. What are you going to do for fun tonight? I don't know yet. I'm not sure. We typically go out. I'm not really feeling like a going out type of thing. So maybe we'll go to like a fancy place and whatnot tonight and just spend the night with each other. Am I 19? No, I'm not. I'm 30. I am 30. Look better than mine. Hey, your hair was interesting. It wasn't bad. It was just a little fluffy. Have a chill. What profession am I in? I work at the university. I'm a professor. But I also do gig work driving. Today I am doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Walmart Spark. You know what 30 here is? 6 ago. So maybe that's the reason why I worked at a prison for 5 years. 5 years. I worked at the prison for 5 years. 19. I'm not a professor at 19. I became and I signed my contract at the university at 28. I was gifted a membership on your channel. I hadn't even looked at my email. Wow. Who did it? Phil? Who did it? Tell me. So I can thank them if I know them. Or if I see them in the chat. Thank you. Whoever gifted me a membership to Dasher Phil's channel. It's appreciative. Very, very appreciative. Hold on. Sorry. Joshua doesn't understand certain things. So I was trying to explain to him something. I didn't want everybody to hear. I did a couple in Sweet Pea. Did you do it? I'm considered working in a prison in the generic department. I'm a nursing assistant. I worked in Texas at Eastham. Now called the Wainwright Unit. I worked there for 5 years. I was a CO. I became a sergeant at one point, and I did STG. If you don't know what STG is, security threat groups, i.e. gangs, affiliation. What I did was I tried to see who was in prison gangs and who was in a gang, and we had to separate. When you're in a gang in a prison, you have to separate the gang members and put them in a specific space so that they don't cause a disruption in the operations. Am I a single mom? I'm sort of kind of a single mom. Hi Allison, how are you? I worked there. I also worked, before I was a CO, I worked as a CO is a corrections officer, by the way. Before I worked there, I worked as a, what do they call it? What was that called? Hold on, I have to look it up because I don't remember the exact wording. What was it called? Basically, I don't know the exact word. Hey Jackie, how are you? I don't know the exact word for it, but it's basically a inmate's advocate, but not really. So basically, what I would do in that position is inmates would get written up by officers, and what I was supposed to do was investigate what happened and be there as a counsel substitute. That's the name of it, counsel substitute, and be their counsel for. And it was only for like getting written up for whatever case that they had in the prison. Not really a very good job for the inmates, because the inmates kind of got screwed over very badly on them. But yeah, I worked as that. Wow, neat. Yep. I worked at the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I worked in Huntsville, Texas. Well, I worked in Lovelady, Texas. Over there, Dasherville. I'm good. Did I like working at the prison? I needed to work at the prison. Because when I actually started when I was 19, working in the prison. I started at 19, and I needed that experience to make me the person I am today. Because 19-year-old me was a very shy, reserved person. She couldn't talk and be assertive or do anything. I found my voice in prison because you have to be assertive. You have to, you learn a lot of things when you're working in a prison. You have to be very assertive. You have to be very, things can't bother you. You have to be, you have to learn people skills. You have to learn a lot. I just learned so many things while I was at the prison system. I needed to know all those things in order to get me to the next portion of my life. Did I like working there? Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. Was the job easy? Not all the time. There was a lot of it was a very physical job. You have to, it's more mental too. It's physical, but it's also mental as well. And you have to kind of learn your way around the prison rules and everything, and then you kind of have to relearn everything again once you get to the prison, because there are rules that you just can't really teach until you get to the prison, and you kind of have to figure out where you're going to be. If you're going to be a very, very an electrician is what we call it, but basically an officer who just pokes at the inmates and eventually gets, you put something in an electrical socket, it's going to shock you. Eventually, it's going to zap you. That's why we call it an electrician, because, you fuck with an inmate too much, they're going to retaliate. You have to find the balance between being firm and being a jerk, and you have to figure out what you're gonna deal with and what you're not gonna deal with. For me personally, when I was in the prison system, I was not going to deal with certain things I could care less about. If I write a case, or if I have to show up or be called on my off time because we're having inmate court or whatnot, I'm gonna write something to the point that it has to be me showing up in person. That's how I was. I'm not gonna write a case about a paperclip or wristbands or contraband or silly things. That's just how I was. I only wrote cases on things that were very high up. But the inmates learned that, and they learned that I wasn't so stern and so crazy about things, because there were some people that were crazy. I mean, there were some people that were just trying to get themselves killed or their coworkers killed. So you just have to find the balance. It's a very balanced thing. They tell you to write this and write that, write a case about this person, that person, whatever. No, don't do that. Because the inmates will respect you more if you don't act completely the whole time or be a micromanager. They don't like officers like that. Now, are they going to try to get over on you? Yeah. But there's a level of respect that you have to have in the prison. Yeah, if you don't have the personality, you're probably not going to survive. Yeah, somehow a power trip. I'll tell you a story about one of the people. I won't say their name. But we'll just say this person's name was... I don't know. Mr. Ralston. Okay? He was crazy. He was so crazy. He had a notebook, and he would write down things that other officers were doing, or inmates that pissed him off. He would write them down, and he would remember them, and he would go back and just act like a complete jerk. One thing that he was known for is he would randomly just search everybody's on the row. So there's 3 rows usually in the prison. He would randomly just... You're only supposed to pick 3 random cell searches. But he would go crazy, and he would go like to the 2nd floor, and just search all the houses on the 2nd floor. And he would write cases about, paper clips, about, extra towels, extra clothes, just things that all you should really do about those is just throw it away. And he was very, very irritating to work with. And then his other biggest thing that he would do to annoy the inmates was he would take... Okay, so this is kind of not super PG, but I will just say he had something personally, a problem with like pictures. And we're not talking like pictures of like kids or anything like that. We're talking like pictures of possible contraband that might show some type of act, if you know what I mean. We're talking about a male's prison here, so there's magazines, there's stuff that gets in from the outside. He had a big issue with that, and so he would personally, if someone pissed him off, he would personally go into there and take like everything. Hi, Colleen, how are you? Sorry, I was talking about my prison experience. So, I hated working with this officer. I dreaded it. And not only that, the inmates acted out way worse because they were being micromanaged the whole time they were there. He was not well liked. He actually got stabbed in the face. at one point. And they threatened his life many of times. Because he would do it to a point that it was almost personal. Yeah, and it made the job, especially if the officer that's the next officer, because it's never the officer typically that does all the stuff. It's always the officer that relieves that person that gets the brunt of everything. And he worked on my shift, so I never really had to relieve him. But I could tell you, so there's a thing in prison where if an officer is unliked and they're working that tank or that area, you will know. And the reason why you will know is there's 2 or 3 things that's going to happen. One, their run is going to be super messy. Because when they're being micromanaged and all of that, they throw trash like crazy. 2, they're going to flood. They're going to flood everything because, yeah. And if you've never had to deal with people clogging the toilet to flood their runs and whatnot, 3, they're going to start a fire. Those are the 3 things. Throw pee, throw poop, and sometimes they have it fermented. Because they might not get you that time, but they remember you, and they will get you on your next Monday. I don't know how many times that's happened. Not to me personally, but I've seen and heard of officers getting thrown at. Many of times. And he got thrown out many of times. And he had chaos all the time. His run was so messy. They would start fires. Even if they just knew he was on the line, they literally would start. They would bang. Oh my gosh. It was horrible when he would work there. I worked there for 5 years. And this guy worked there longer than I did. And he was there after I was. But he eventually got fired because he was literally a threat to the security of TDC. Like, the inmates had wrote so many notes saying that they were going to kill him because he messed them over on parole. If you get too many cases, you get messed over on parole. You get messed over on a lot of things. A lot of things. And they remember. Especially if it was minor or if it was made up. He doesn't work there anymore because literally they had to fire him because he literally caused so much chaos that he was literally a liability. They had written so many death threats to him that it was a liability for him to continue to work there. He doesn't work there anymore. I don't know where he works now. But he was the type of person that was there on overtime. He was there all the time. They had to put him out on the outside pickets at one point because he was so hated that he literally had to be out there for his safety. He wanted to be a cop. He wanted to be a cop, but he couldn't pass the mental capacity test to be a cop. And I can tell you, he went after one of my friends' officers because he was the person that would go and snitch on officers, and it's not like things like that were important, like, being with inmates, having relationships with inmates, not that type of thing. Bringing in drugs, alcohol, guns, bullets, all that type of stuff. It wasn't anything like that. It was like, I don't like that person, so I'm going to watch them, and I'm going to try to get them to say something that is against EEO, and get them fired. I didn't mess with him because he was so crazy and so out of control that I just didn't even want to get around him, to be frank. You're talking about corrections officers. Yes, I was a CO for 5 years. Yeah, I grew... Of course not. Yeah, he now I think takes pictures. I'm not joking. I think he takes pictures, and that's what he does for a living. I don't know. Maybe he should do DoorDash. Maybe he would do better on DoorDash. DoorDash wasn't really a popular thing when I was in the prison system. Because had I known about DoorDash then, I'd probably do that job because it was a salary job, and then on my off days do deliveries. That's probably what I would do, because I'd probably make, and sometimes, you know, it would depend. Was I there during, okay, executions didn't happen at the prison I worked at, but I have been in the execution room. In college, we went to the Walls unit. So, inmates are not housed in, they are not housed in the place where they get executed. They're housed in Livingston. That's where death row is in Livingston. It's the prison in Livingston. I can't think of the name of it right now. And they transport them on the days on Wednesdays. Wednesdays is almost always the day that they have executions in Texas. They execute them, or they bring them early in the morning to the Walls unit. And the Walls unit is the day that the unit that they do executions at. Which is kind of weird because the Walls unit is where they do executions, but it's also a release unit. So, it's really weird. It has big walls around it. It's in the middle of Huntsville, Texas. Hi, how are you? I could write a book. I probably could. Because I've seen so much stuff in the prison system. Personally, I could probably sit there and tell you story upon story upon story upon story upon story of crazy things that happened at the prison. Crazy things that happened while I was at the prison. Stories about the people that worked at the prison. About the girl who was having sex with inmates. Got pregnant 3 times, by the way. Had a husband, by the way, as well. And the prison officers we had baby showers for this girl. And when she quit and resigned, she told everybody that inmates were her baby daddy. An inmate. And he got out. That's why she resigned. 3 babies. Not only that, she was the warden's right-hand woman. And you want to talk about backstab? Yep. Did birthday parties there. Did celebrations. We do Christmas stuff together. We do when we have to work, we do Christmas dinners with each other. We do Thanksgiving dinners. I mean, we go out together after shifts sometimes. I mean, your coworkers, you are really there. I mean, yeah, but I mean, she had, you know, these inmates' kids, or this inmate's kids, and their birthday parties and all that stuff. I mean, there's so many things that could be talked about. I mean, the lockdown procedures, I mean, just in general, the prison climate, crazy things that happen on shift. The people that I felt like I trusted who were bringing in drugs, you know, bringing in money to the prison, cell phones. I mean, did they have a riot? Not that would be considered a riot. The most things that they would do is flood, catch stuff on fire, bang, yell. I mean, there's just so many things that I saw officers do. And a lot of these people you trust. But also you don't trust them. Because you don't know what they're saying. You don't know who they're having sex with. Because there was officers who were having sex with inmates, or not inmates, but other officers. Which isn't bad in a sense. But when you have, like, the warden having sex with officers when their wife works there, happened. I mean, it's just a very, very, very crazy. Kitchen officers were the worst. Kitchen officers were having sex with inmates all the time. And there's a phrase called walked off. Being walked off in the prison system means that you got caught enough that they had to let you go, because they can't fire you technically. The only person that could fire you is the director of TDCJ. But you can resign on your own volition, because if you do get fired from TDC, you can't come back. Like if you continue your employment and you don't resign when they bring you into the warden's office, if they do find that whatever you did was what you did, you're going to get charged, one, legally, and two, you can never work for TDC again for the rest of your life. Or any type of state job. Thank you. I said, hey, I want to see you with hair ties. There's my hair tie. I'm getting I'm getting a $6 order. I'm gonna do it. I'm right here already. Please read my message. Sounds like deliverance to me. Leave this stut. Huh? What are you talking about? That's every W-2 job. It's a little bit, and then drug use was a big situation. They don't fuck with drug use in TDCJ. They will literally take you from the prison to go do a drug test if they get word that you might test positive. Then you will never work for another state job for the rest of your life if you test positive. I want to see you with hair tie. I don't know what you want me to do. This is hair ties. I don't have hair ties. I don't know what you mean by that. I know someone who was a CO and got caught having sex with an inmate, ended up having a baby. When he got out, she was fired. Yep, you ruin your life. And everybody's confidence in you. Do I take marijuana? I don't know if marijuana is taken. Yeah, I mean, I'm not tying my hair up. I just did my hair. What's wrong with you? I tie my hair up and then I'm gonna have to go wash it and redo it again. No thanks. Intercorporate relationships. I mean, yeah, that's, I guess what you're trying to say. Yeah, that is true, but I don't know. I don't have much to say on it besides the fact of, sorry, no issue. I don't know. Did I take marijuana? I don't do any type of illegal. Well, it's legal here, but still, I don't do any drugs. If you count marijuana as a drug. Not 100% sure on that. But I don't do marijuana either. Just don't want to. It's legal in Mississippi. Well, it's decriminalized in Mississippi, so they don't really care if you have weed. Unless you have, like, over 30 ounces of weed. Then they care. But if you don't have more than 30 ounces or 30 grams or something like that, they don't care. You want to meet me? Why would you want to meet me? Confusion on that statement. Meet me. In Dubai, I might know a friend that married their coworker. I know a lot of people who married their coworker. Once I come to Dubai, I'm not going to Dubai. I can almost guarantee that that's not happening. Wahab, hello. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome to whatever this is. I'm not sure either. Alright, we're gonna go and pick up this order because I actually do have an order. Did I not push spark now? Dang. Oh well, it's about to be the next drop. No wonder my spark wasn't going off. About to put spark now. I guess when I left I didn't put it on until I got here. It's alright. Maybe alright. Alright. They just did the bonus, so you should be good. Come on. Oh, you ready to share me? Bro. I ain't gonna be sharing nobody. I don't even... No, we're good on that. Been slow for you? Well, I did take the last 2 hours off. I was at 120 before I left Tupelo. What the hell? Share? What's going on? What's going on in the chat? Tell me. It was, let me see. Oh, they're sending crapola. $37 for 33 miles. No. Hopefully this order's ready. Message you? I'm not messaging you. Because I don't know you like that. Sorry, you took a nap? Yeah, I've been out for the past 2 hours. I went and got my hair curled. But I can tell you, like, I'm not super feeling very confident. So if we get to $300, great. If we don't, we'll be fine. Well, we'll try to make it up tomorrow. All right. Do you get paid just on tips? The majority of it is paid on tips, but not necessarily. You get paid usually like $2 to $3 per order. Most of the time, $2. And you get paid that plus tips. So whatever you tip, add like a minimum of $2, and that's usually what you get paid typically. Now, if it's Uber Eats, it might be something different. Make sure I have Uber on. I do. Okay. I'll make sure it's still on. So it's looking kind of weird. Now on Spark or Walmart, if you do a shopping order, it's $11. If you do a curbside, it's like $7. You're learning? Yes. No, that's kind of how it goes. Sorry, I'm sleepy. All of a sudden, it seems. I think I just talked too much, and then my brain was like, what in the world? Fall in love with you. I wonder who's going live tonight. Let me see who's live right now. What is going on? Country Club? Okay. Let's see who's live right now. Thank you. Alright, you're welcome. I try my best. Hi, Chevy 5-Speed. How are you? Welcome in. My day is going. My brain is probably already checked out because my brain is on a different subject. If I'm being frank. My brain has switched to Josh. That's literally the only thing that my brain has switched to. So because my brain has switched to Josh, I'm not super focused on delivery right now. Well, how are you doing? How are you doing, Chevy 5-Speed? Is Glitch not live right now? I don't know if I saw him live. I brought you luck, Spark Shopper. I'm glad I did that for you, Dean. I'm glad that I did that. Hopefully you can get it done really quickly. I might be the queen of shoppers. I haven't even, well, I can't say I haven't done any shoppers today because I have. Well, I did do a curbside, unfortunately, but it made sense. You can be the king all you want, and I'll be the queen of all the shoppers. I wish Spark would give me a shopper, though. I don't understand why people from Pizza Hut order this big-ass, stupid, big pizza box. Like, why? What's the purpose of that? How to learn English. Listen to people speak English and then try to figure out what they are saying. Or they do have like little like things where you can... No, we're not doing that. Oh, where you can learn like videos. I don't know where this one is. I think I've seen it. Is it? Oh, it's a candy. I'm gonna park right here in the handicap. Hi. Can you verify that? Sorry, it's over on this side. All right, we got it. Oh lordy, I'm gonna decline that order. $3.29 for 3 miles. No. Learned English from watching Sesame Street. Yeah, you could watch that, or Judge Judy, or Survivor. I've heard people learning English from Survivor. The Trump voters. What do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm hungry. Give me a second. Weird. I'm getting an order for Jack's. We refuse to do this order. We're not doing no Taco Bell order like that. Alright. I had to eat some pizza. I was feeling a little weird. Okay. Do you have any trips planned, like places you want to visit? I've been to 36 states. Sunkissed. I've been to 36 states. I have a plan to go to Wisconsin, Michigan, North and South Carolina. Those are the 4 states I haven't been to besides the Northeast. The rest of them are in the Northeast. I don't have any plans to do any trips right around. I do have a little bit of plans with Heather, who is another person who usually comes on my channel. And sometimes I go to her channel. If she's live, it's Music City Hustler is her name. She lives in Nashville. We do have a possibility of plans possibly in the summer to do something. So if we do something, we are going to have a trip planned. Other than that, fall break when my kids has fall break or whatever, they are going with their dad, and we are planning on doing some type of a road trip, me and my nanny. My nanny is usually in here, Zena 2019, but she's over in Heroes Live right now. And whatnot. Hero times space. He went live before I did, so a lot of people are over there that usually are on my channel. Typically I have them. It's usually all moderators. But right now, because Hero is live, they're over there. Or they're in other people's lives. Carl's not. Carl, Zena, or Jessica's over in Hero's live, Carl. Carl's always looking for Jessica. And sometimes she comes on my channel when we're together, but she's currently at the house and I'm here. I'm gonna go over to say hi. Yeah, we all support each other. I mean, sometimes they're in my life, sometimes I'm in their lives. It just depends. I'm actually listening to Hero right now. And a lot of the people that watch Hero watched me first or watched him later because he started going live after I did. My headphones are dying. These are my headphones. First time I've seen you, you came to my live feed, really? Well, I'm glad that you came in. I will probably get off here in a little bit, especially if I get a shopping order, because sometimes the shopping doesn't work over there, and I'm sure you will find a bunch of people over if you follow. Let me put it in my live. Hero times space. That's not what I want. You will find a bunch of people over there. Because when I end my live, I'll probably be over there, because I probably won't go live again tonight because I'm going to see Josh tonight. Alright, that's his name. At Hero times space. Oh lordy, $4 for 3 miles. We can't do that. And all the peeps over there they're in the blue. I don't have a lot of people. I don't think I have anybody in blue over here. Yeah. I think there was one person, Dirty Stack and Deb was the only person that's my moderators that came to my live today. It was nice meeting you. Thank you. But I'll probably be over there, but I don't know if I'm going to end it just yet. We'll see. It's kind of the slow time for deliveries right now because it's 3:49 my time. 3:49 my time. But that is his name. Hero times space. We're all a really cool, wonderful group of people. There's many people within Hero times space and all of us. Not everybody goes live, but we're always in each other's lives. And whatnot. And thank you for watching me. It makes me feel really good that you did watch. At least. Great conversation. Yeah, they have all kinds of conversations. All kinds. So, yeah. Driver's seat to driver's seat, 14 minutes, 37 seconds. Good. I had to eat another pizza. Let's see who else is live. You have Hero. No, Hero's the only one live. Three corners of the store. Impressive. Because going from one side to the other sucks. Saturday afternoon was busy. I don't know. Sorry. What you looking at, Jessica? I got no explaining to do. I'm a chicken head. You got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do on this pizza that I ordered. Pizza. Thank you, Hishan. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? I am deceased. I am deceased. Nope, I'm not. What? A small cup in my pizza? Oh. Garlic, special garlic sauce. I am deceased, see? See? You like my shirt? Nope. 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 I also got popcorn. That was my snack earlier. No matching. Yep, popcorn. It is food. It's a soup. Hey, Carl! I told you she would be here. Where am I going? I'm going to KFC. Warm Red Bull does not taste good. I gotta order for KFC, that's why. KFC order. I got that order for that horrible person again, and so I declined it. Jess needs to go on live with me. She's going on live with me again. You missed my whole story, Jess, about my TDCJ experiences. You missed it. Ah. Well, I'm getting a spark water. Accidentally accepted it. Oh, lordy. Now your face has a pink color. It's the lighting. See? It's the sun. It's the sun. Alright, give me a second. You're new. Hi. I'm not gonna be there. Most likely, Jess. Ah. Stop. Cálmate. I'm right here. I have an order for Walmart after this. I'm probably not going to be there. I do have a Walmart order for $16. It's gonna be a $3 extra or whatever, but they took forever at fucking KFC. I was in there and said, oh, we are waiting on fries for like 30 minutes. I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. But Josh asked me if I cut my hair. I'm like, cut my hair where? Tell me where I cut my hair. $30, yay! Yana, what's up? Man, Yana Mascarena. How are you? You got it? Dean, I got a $16 order for 3 miles, or 3 miles, 5 miles. But I also have a $3 bonus. I said to drop this off and then go back to Walmart, which is 2 minutes away. What? That road, really? Oh my. The road came too fast for me. Dang it. What is the number? This one right here? Hold a Kaylee different zone, really? I've been in 2 zones today. I went to Tupelo, and Tupelo was horrible on DoorDash and Uber Eats. All I did was Walmart there. It's a poorer zone. Nothing Maverick. Thank you. I did get my hair did. That's where I was when I was on your live. I was getting my hair done. It's a poor zone. You remember someone called Nueo? Yeah, you remember Nueo? Is that you? Is that yo? Is that you? Yo, is that you? I'm doing this song. Thank you. I'm going to go out with Josh. Wait, hold on, what? You're out here watching Goose record himself in public? You're embarrassed for him? You're watching Goose record himself? That sounds like a very silly Goose thing to do. But then also, I wanted to say, Mav, the other day, yesterday, I was delivering to this house, and it said Canadian geese, something on the box, and I thought of you. Canadian geese, or Canadian goose on there. I'm not exactly sure what it was for, but it said that, and I thought of you when I was trying to figure out where to go. Because their instructions were very confusing. Because I didn't understand what they were saying, what they were trying to say. They were talking about a side-by-side. Am I really live during driving? Are you really in my live right now? That's the bigger question. Why are you here? Yeah, I said I did. I remember yesterday somebody called Nueo. Can you figure out what you're gonna do? Because you're really irritating me at this point. Thank you, Mav. If Goose is from Canada, he should go back to Canada. That's the bigger question, and so why are you here? But now we'll never know the answer, because even if you do say the answer, nobody's going to see the answer. Because you are now hidden from my channel forever and ever, until I decide that I don't want people hidden on my channel anymore. So I bring you back. And guess what? The last time I did that, the people that were still there, they were still there. Still. Why is this person going so slow? Why are you here? And you are literally in Monroe County, or coming from Monroe County. How about you just park? How about that? It's not hard to do. Okay, we're gonna go around you, because you're just like on my last nerve with the whole let's go as slow as possible to park. The parking spots don't move, you know, like they don't run away. Like they stay in one spot. They don't They don't leave. It's not like you have to like chase them. And I only have one item. By the way. One item. Hey Yenya, or Yenna, how are you? Or Yenny? Jenny. Alright. So I might put you on the cart. I don't know. I have to see where it's going. Or what like place it's at. Let's see. It's in K9. It's a utility cart. I'm good. How are you? How are you doing? You're good? I'm glad. Alright, baby car. Get locked. I wonder where Sunkissed went. I wonder where Sunkissed went. Because they were entertaining me for a long time. All we had to do is get a cart. That's it. Like a utility cart. Yeah, I told you, yes. I remember somebody called Nuveo from yesterday when I was in Amory. Shoppy shop. Yep. A lot of people in the store right now. Oh, it's you. Oh, well, welcome back. Welcome back. You don't remember them? Hey, Mav. Who won the competition? Platinum Dave? How did Platinum Dave win? He took too many platinum orders. That's the issue. Is Mav is not platinum. Gotcha. It hurts your eyes. See, they told me to go platinum because my hair went platinum. But I don't know. I don't know about it. I can't tell. Maybe my platinum hair. Hold on. I don't remember where this is. Where is Kay? Oh, it's over here. Never mind. Usually Kay is electronics, which I thought was weird because this is a utility wagon. So I thought, well, maybe, for whatever reason it's there, but it's not. Waiting for you to go live. I went live this morning. Well, I got a gifted membership. Or no, in soon. Never mind. Oh, lordy. Okay, 9-5. I say these are guns. Is it pre-recorded? What do you think? You think I'm pre-recording it? Mad? Or Mav? Mav? Reason I'm calling you Mad Dasher. Oh, lordy. Wonder, is it this one right here? 9-5. This one. Let's see if I can carry it. I might have to go get a cart. See, it feels heavy. Alright, let me see. Okay. We're not doing it. It feels heavy. Let's see. It's definitely not heavy. Definitely not heavy. But I can't see your messages now. So bear with me. I can do it in a second. Alright. Let me put my headphones. Alright. Hi, Deb. You like my pink shoes? They need to be washed. But thanks. Should have got a cart. But it's not super heavy. But we got it. That's what I need, a cart. I think I got them at... Where did I get them at? I don't remember. I don't remember where I got it. Oh, that's Shoe Carnival? I think that's where I got them. They're Skechers. K-Swiss. We'll get a cart. Whew. Oh. Alright, me and my other phone now. Alright. You wear Nikes? I used to have Nikes. All done. It was all done. Maybe it's the way you walk. Gotcha. I will be there to go like it. Whew. It's hot. It's warm. Whew. Where's that part? Oh yeah, over here. That's for playing basketball. Well, I don't want to play basketball, so. I hate when trucks have that stupid train whistle. It's like, we get it. You're a truck. Hey, sweet Kelly. How are you? Corey, how are you doing? I gotta put this card up. How did your shift go? How'd it go over there in Canada? I was just talking about Or yesterday, they said it had a Canadian goose on the side. That's what the box said. I don't know exactly if it had that. I doubt it, but that's what the box said. Don't start. That's good. Not sure if you're going live tomorrow, but I'm feeling yucky from my dose increase. Gotcha, yeah? 3 times? Dang. They must not be all that good. That's about 11 minutes away. I'm not sure what it was. It just said Canadian goose on the side. It was. That's good. Let me put y'all back on. There you go. Six to 1. Alright, yeah, that makes sense, Deb. Ow. Towards the other direction. Ow. You'll be fine. My God. I knew that was gonna happen when I did that. Yeah, some people just get on my nerves. I'm like, I'm trying to fix my thing, and you just want to be in a freaking rush. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Hopefully my service doesn't start acting up, but I'm going this way for a minute. That order was really easy. That was $19 for 5 miles. It was a good order, yeah. I liked that order. I liked it a lot, actually. That was the best part of my day. Your arms are doing good. I'm glad. So far the best part of my day was getting my hair curled. So far today. I can't wait to see you doing the Spark, Deb. Hey, Borderline, how are you? Thank you. I'll have my husband hold the live phone, and I do a Walmart Spark shopping order. He'll be the cameraman. Gotcha. Sounds fine. I think Borderline said that she had pneumonia. At least that's not what somebody said. Been dealing with pneumonia. Hopefully you're doing better. Hopefully Borderline Dasher is doing better. gotcha. Well, in the future, it'll probably feel better. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Borderline Dasher Fawn. Do you guys, hold on, say? And other gunks, yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I had COVID twice, maybe 3 times, but I know for sure twice. This house is the house I'm looking for. I can't even see anything. What does it say? I can't read what that says. 60? What's the other house then? Say con 100. No, they can't understand Spanish. They can't. I can. I teach Spanish. Yo enseño español en la Universidad de Mississippi. A bee hive on their porch. I think I'm gonna sit there and get. I'm not doing that. I'm getting the hell up out of here. I'm in there, beehive there. No, thank you. I'm not trying to die or get stung. I prefer in this market to be under 5 miles. I'll do a 7 mile if it's like really high paying, but I really prefer to be under 5 miles here. How much is to go to the hospital and doctor? if it went back. Alright, I think I'm gonna get off of here because it's not connecting very well. So I think I'm gonna go. I'll see you another day. Bye.